There was a book that was very popular a few years back called The Art of War. I thought that was an unusual title. How about The Art of Living? What would that be like? I'll tell you something. The art of living is not about forcing anything, trying to control everything. That's where we get into suffering. That's where we have a difficult life. You see, I've broken it down into three simple things. The first thing is every event has wisdom. And so let's listen deeply. What is that event trying to tell you? Every event is trying to let you know how deeply you're expressing love in the world as you. And so if there's pain in an event, it's trying to wake you up that you're not expressing love. If there's joy in the event, it's trying to maybe wake you up to say you are expressing love. So when you listen deeply to what is going on within you, you start to understand that the purpose of life is for you to unfold as a greater and greater and greater expression of love itself. Then once you get that message of shifting or continuing to live as love, then the second step is to act consciously. Act consciously to be in non-judgment. Act consciously to be kind. Act consciously to just ignore things that are irrelevant to you and your life. Act consciously. But most of the time, that's not what we do, is it? We act unconsciously. We're creatures of habit. We just respond based into how we've been conditioned all of our lives. And most of the time, let's go back even to the first step. We don't listen. We talk. We yap all the time trying to convince ourselves of what we believe. When in fact, if we're trying to convince ourselves to what we believe, we don't believe it at all. We're just playing a game, a charade. So the first two steps, listen deeply, act consciously, and then flow with what is. And as you accept what is and you start to flow with it, you do what? You begin to listen deeply again. And as you listen deeply again, you understand you can be even a greater expression of love. And then when you understand you can be an even greater expression of love, you act consciously again and become a greater expression of love. And then you accept what is. You go with the flow of what is again. And you listen deeply, act consciously, flow in harmony with what is. Do you see, that's the cycle. That's the cycle of creation. And all of it is taking you toward a greater and greater and greater expression and experience of love, which is the awareness and acceptance of your wholeness and the awareness and acceptance of the wholeness of others, the awareness and acceptance of the wholeness of life. But you see, you can't get there if you're judging. You can't get there if you're defending. You can't get there if you're struggling because you're at war. You're living the art of war, not the art of life. Life is a flow. It's not a blockade. Life is not a struggle. We make it a struggle because we're trying to control something that we have no ability to do. So with that, ingrain these ideas into your mind so that as you live, you can ask yourself, am I listening deeply? Am I acting consciously? Am I in the flow with harmony with what is? And let yourself, that inner wisdom, that inner guide, that infinite beingness that you are, give you your answers. And it will. It'll give it to you step by step, moment by moment, in every direction. And you will become a conscious creator. You will be different than the masses. And right now we need more of us. Living consciously, listening deeply, and going with the flow. Much love, everyone. It's your day. Make it great. Aloha.